That's right. Every week on the channel, we're going to be doing special roundup/review all month.
All month.
Every spooky movie.
The entire season.
Personal.
Spooky season movie marathon.
On the channel, we're going to be doing special roundup/reviews of every spooky movie I'm watching.
All month.
It was enlightening. What is this? What is this? No. I'm not doing 7 more movies. What? What are you talking about? I cannot do that again. I'm so tired. No, it is November 5th. I just voted. You cannot do this. You gotta take this down. What do you... Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn right I'm gonna run this Charlie Brown bit into the dirt. Yeah, it's gonna get old real fast. Please. Please don't make me do this. Oh, God. Oh, we're talking about Borat? I love Borat. Yay.
It's the Quarantine Movie Review Show with Tristan Each. Bringing you the hottest takes on all the Hollywood hits.
A year ago, I released a movie film which brought great shame to Kazakhstan.
Are you sure this won't confuse people? That's better. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. That is not the theme song, but maybe it should be. It's not too shabby. From what I've heard, the 5 seconds I sang. Pretty good. Hey, welcome back. Thanks so much. Thanks for joining me. I feel like I haven't seen you in forever. Oh, I had to take a little break. That spooky season marathon really kicked my ass, so. But I have, of course, been watching movies, and there were a few newer releases that caught my eye, and I think they're worthy of discussion. So, without further ado, I think we should just get into the new episode. Let's talk about Borat 2, or as it's actually called, Borat, subsequent movie film delivering a prodigious bribe to American regime for make benefit once glorious nation of Kazakhstan.
But now I was instructed to return to Yankee Land to carry out secret mission. I go to America!
He's back! After, 14 years of being gone and reaching worldwide fame with his first outing to America, Borat returned home to an embarrassed nation who, for probably good reason, hated his guts. And so for the last 14 years, our hero Borat has been working in the Kazakhstan gulag. But seeing as how this is the Trump era of politics, the Kazakhstani government decides now is as good as time as any to try to bring some glory back to the country. And how do they do this? By gifting their most prestigious citizen, Johnny the Monkey, to our Vice President, Mike Pence. And so, being given a second chance, Borat proudly returns to America. But when his daughter, who he barely knows, shows up instead of Johnny the Monkey, things get a little insane.
Got somebody that's strapped to the top of your car. You need to sit in that passenger seat, boss.
Only men and bears are allowed inside car. I'm here to give my daughter as a gift to someone close to the throne.
I need dress with real sexy peels.
This is a bag?
You'd think this is just another incendiary guerrilla tactics satire of America and its nationalism, its racism, its extremism, its sexism, its ism, all of its isms. And it is. Sacha Baron Cohen literally cannot help himself. But what this movie is really about is parenthood. It's really about a father and a daughter learning to love one another. It's, dare I say, sweet, a little bit wholesome. So films like this are, they're less a film, more of an experiment, and so they're a strange thing to try and review normally, because these movies are not about cinematic achievement or technical prowess or narrative integrity. These movies are just about making sure everything that can possibly happens within a frame at the feet of the two performers that are making this movie go. And director Justin Woliner does just that. He does it fantastically. As a matter of fact, you'd think he directed the first one, but this is actually his first movie. So there's no real inherent director's mark on a movie like this. This is yet again a experiment in comedy from Sacha Baron Cohen. And the director, even though he seems to be second banana in this, clearly had a lot of organization and a very, very messy pile of shit to organize to get this movie going and to get some of these gags to work. So kudos to Justin Woliner. It's just not a very cinematic movie, but that's not why we're here. Logically, you have to think, how the hell is he going to set up any of these gags, production-wise? Because Borat is as famous as Sacha Baron Cohen. So, quickly, they kind of confront that right away, with him constantly being recognized on the street.
People make recognize my face. I would need disguises.
So we have Sacha Baron Cohen pulling Borat, pulling disguises. So it's a double duty in some of these bits, and it's pretty amazing. But somehow, he goes out as full Borat and still gets people. This movie has had a little bit of, I wouldn't say controversy, but commentary and critique put on it for its more feminist values or feminist views. And so I haven't really read that much on it. I haven't dove into other people's opinions on it. But I gotta say, since the Me Too movement and this new era of American representation and demands for equality, the commentary on the role of women in American society, their identity, everything is at the forefront of this movie. And to be honest, I think it really helps Borat as a character. It's a surprising turn for a Sacha Baron Cohen comedy, because the political satire really comes secondary. And don't worry, it's not like he's gone soft on us here. There are so many moments of shocking cringe still. Have no fear.
Hello.
Yag Shalom. Jew.
Yeah, I'm Jewish, yeah.
Very nice weather we have been controlling.
So seeing as how we're talking about this father-daughter team up, let's talk about the actors here. Of course, Sacha Baron Cohen is effortlessly brilliant. He makes it look easy. In this movie, he gets to add even more depth to this cartoonish Borat, and he makes him more real and more grounded, and he nails it. But the real star of this show, without a shadow of a doubt, is Maria Bakalova as Tuta. She is incredible and constantly in wide-eyed wonder at what it means to be a woman as she learns and learns more and more, and it's wonderfully adorable. She's fantastic and hilarious. And you just can't help but love her.
It's okay.
You can't drive! You can't drive!
I can't
you
drive.
It's
I can't.
impossible,
No,
woman, to drive!
No.
You are a man!
No.
And you know, they have a wonderful eclectic mix of marks, victims, if you will, that are charming in their own ways. Honestly, there's a lot of them that, yeah, they have their moments of grossness, and there's a lot that you just like, oh God. But most come off as charming and likable. And there's one in this movie named Janice, I think it's Jones, sorry. Her name is Janice Jones, and she is the babysitter for Tutar in a bunch of these scenes. And America, just prepare to fall in love with this woman. She is the best.
Okay, I don't think you need to do that. Because you're pretty and you're young. And any man should like you as you are.
Okay, here we are. We made it. I think we have to talk about it, don't you? Yeah. Yeah, we gotta talk about it. Everybody's talking about it. The whole damn world's talking about it. It's the Giuliani scene. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, the Giuliani scene. Well, listen. Truth be told, the hype over this scene is probably more than the payoff. At the end of the day. And really, it just proves how dumb he is.
So you did ask Ukraine to look into Joe Biden?
Of course I did.
You just said you didn't.
It proves how much of a simpleton he is.
Do you think we're stupid? You think we're fools?
It proves how old man horny he is.
I'll relax you, okay?
It proves how gross he is.
No, it isn't truth. Truth isn't truth.
Truth isn't truth.
No,
This is going to become a
wait,
bad
don't
meme.
And it proves how immature he is.
All the networks!
But other than that, I don't know. Most of the political gotcha moments in this don't land as hard as we've seen before. The emotional stuff in this story hits more. I mean, look, it's not as politically charged. It's just not. And special kudos as the movie wraps up to this final scene, which is absolutely hilarious. And it nails America to the wall in a very, very obvious but lovely way. Hey, it don't need to be deep when you're living in the Trump era, my friend. It had me laughing the entire time. It had me surprisingly emotional and connected. It shocked me, left me in awe. Is it as good as Borat? No. But it's not worse. It's just different. It's a nice sequel. Usually sequels that take 14 years to make fall flat on their face.
But what did I do wrong? Name one thing.
Answer no! No! It's not working!
And the best part is, it's on Amazon Prime right now. So if you have that service, it's free. So, check it out.
Borat's subsequent movie film. You fist me. Now I fist you? What do you prefer? You fist me or I fist you?
Same time.
Fist each other. Yeah.
There you go.
You don't think people will still be confused, huh? Yeah, just in case. Right. What is our next movie? Ah, yes. The Wolf of Snow Hollow. Wait, is this a horror movie? Wolf of Snow Hollow is about a cop who's going through some things, mainly divorce, alcoholism, panic attack, and single fatherhood. Not to mention he's the son of the sheriff, and he's trying to keep it all together while solving a series of bizarre and grisly murders.
I'm John, I'm an alcoholic. I've been in the program now for 6 years, sober for 3.
This is scary. It's new. I never saw a body like that.
There's gonna be a lot of late nights and overtime because of the brutal murder that happened in town.
This movie was written by, directed by, and starring Jim Cummings. And I know what you're thinking. Oh, Jim Cummings? My favorite actor! Oh, what? You've never heard of him either. Okay, well, yeah, me neither. I had never heard of him before this movie. And to be honest, the last filmmaker that was a writer-director-star that I've seen was an anomaly of a human being called Neil Breen.
I miss my brother. I'm with you. Who am I? What am I?
And so, hopes were obviously not high. And I had no idea what to expect, so I just jumped into this movie completely blind. Granted, the trailer was pretty cool, but had no idea what to expect. And I gotta tell you, I fucking loved it. And I have a new favorite auteur filmmaker to add to the list of my current crushes of cinema. I mean, this guy is something else. I loved it, and I want to get into why I think you should give this movie a chance and check it out. So here we go. So right out of the gate, it wants to establish a pretty hefty mood, and it does, because immediately you notice the editing and how it's used. It feels like a confident David Fincher move, and you're not sure how to feel. You don't know what to expect, but you're definitely ready for the story. So the opening is a classic horror movie setup. You have our out-of-towners coming on in to a nice diner. They meet the unsavory locals, tension ensues, and so forth and so on. Now, truth be told, I was a little nervous because the first actor I recognized was Jimmy Tatro. And outside of his YouTube channel, from what I've seen, this is the best performance he's given. He's pretty great in it. So we quickly meet the rest of the cast of our characters at this horrifying crime scene, and what Jim Cummings does here is great. He establishes everybody immediately. Relationships and character quirks and motivations, and honestly, it feels a little like a more restrained Twin Peaks. Like he's on the verge of quirk. And the other thing is that he has unexpected dark comedy and dark humor that's character driven, that just comes out of nowhere in this movie. And it isn't distracting, it doesn't break your attention. It feels real, it feels accidental.
Sorry, everybody. Let me just make this perfectly clear. There is no such thing as werewolves. They're imaginary. Our killer is a guy, and I'm gonna find him, and I'm gonna kill, and we're gonna bring him to justice.
It's very well handled and stitched and weaved into this horror story. The cinematography in this movie is gorgeous. He knows exactly what lenses to use to emphasize the horror and make it impact quick. He also knows how to shoot comedy. The camera never fails the script or the performances in this. As a matter of fact, it elevates it. And again, it's something to say that a movie can balance such dark humor and such visceral horror and make them both work and make them able to stand on their own within the story. Like the beginning, there's amazing transitions into new scenes and editing moments all throughout the movie that kind of just make you go, all right, oh yes, very nice. So Jim Cummings' performance in this movie is as good as his directing and his writing, which is to say top-notch. He is really, really good in this movie. He's incredibly versatile. And truth be told, a lot of the time he's reminiscent of Steve Martin at his most unhinged.
A couple local call girls, some survivors' testimonies. I feel like, no, hey, I'm not doing this. Stand up. God damn it, do you have any idea what you're putting me through with this goddamn stress? I wake up in the middle of the night, the phone's ringing, and the first thing that I think is that somebody's calling me to tell me that you're dead.
And Special kudos to Robert Forster, too. It's his last performance, actually, before he passed, and he's wonderful in this movie. He's so empathetic and so comically bullheaded.
Jesus Christ, this is worse than my birthday.
So it's two wonderful leads, really giving it their all for this movie. The way they shoot the monster in this is perfect. Wide angles, wide shots, far away, hidden. It always feels real and immediate. And every time this monster shows up, your eyes just go wide because you know something's about to go down. So as the narrative chugs along and the story continues and the pressure builds, and the weight is so clearly on our lead character's shoulders that he starts to crumble and falter and literally fall apart. And this movie somehow achieves another juggling act of genre as it becomes a family drama. Suddenly different feelings are being conjured up in you. He's a sideshow freak, man, how he juggles this shit. I don't know how he does it. Then, oh man, this finale. It takes all the mystery of what is going on in this plot, with all the personal growth and the personal journey of our hero, and it puts them all together in this emotionally satisfying and shocking finale. So yeah, I fell in love with this movie, and I feel like it's a unique auteur-led genre film among a glut, a cavalcade of auteur-led genre movies that we have going on right now. This movie stands out, and Jim Cummings with this movie pulls off something so ferociously unique. I honestly think it's worth your time to check it out. I found a new filmmaker to look out for and a new filmmaker to follow, and that's always something special to me. So yeah, this movie was really a statement, and I was there for it every step of the way, and I really think it's worth your guys' time and your money. It's only $5.99 on Amazon. Come on, that is nothing. This movie is worth every cent of that. Give it a rent, support this filmmaker, support this movie. I think you'll love it.
You want to be sheriff? How about we start acting like one?
All right, so that wasn't so bad. Okay, it wasn't 7 movies. I feel healthy and okay. Can we end the episode with now? Really? We're still doing this fucking bit? Appreciate you coming back to check it out. And I really hope you check both of these movies out. We had 2 winners tonight, and I think they're both definitely worth your time. Comment down below if you've seen these movies, what you thought of these movies, if you agree with me, if you didn't. I'd love to hear it. I'd love to discuss it. And of course, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any more reviews coming down the pipe. We got a bunch of fun stuff coming for Thanksgiving, and of course Christmas is around the corner, so I'm already prepping for that. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Be safe. See you soon.
You will never get this, la 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 la.